Have you ever thought about the impacts a breakup has on a kid? Hi guys, how are you? How are you doing? I hope all is well. That's my question for today. Have you? Today we're dealing with parenting 101. Have you ever thought about it? Like, how does my decision of leaving my husband affect my children? For those that have children, you ever thought about that? Something you need to think about. Imagine a kid knowing that this is my family, this is my home, this is my normal. But for some reason, my normal is changing. My normal has changed. Mom don't like dad anymore. Dad does not like mommy anymore. Have you ever thought about how that impacts a child's life, the child's life, or the children's life? And I think it's even worse when the children are used as a weapon, either to transfer messages or to go over there, and especially, like after separation or a divorce, and there is this parental decree the court may have made. There's this arrangement in place that is legally binding. Visitation arrangements are made or decided upon, and all other things. The kids have to live now. Instead of one home, they have to live in two homes, moving back and forth, hearing one person's side while they are with them, and when they go for the visitation to the other parent's house, hearing another. People are trying to make their points, trying to present themselves as the good guy. Some people really use their kids as a weapon. Like they don't know the kids are already suffering because of their decision, justifiably or not. So anyway, on behalf of the kids all over the world, I ask that in those situations, please understand that the kids themselves, even though they are powerless to influence, sometimes they are most times they are powerless. I ask that you consider them, because they too are suffering in this your breakup. Maybe it's good for all parties. I hope when you have a relationship, you're able to work on it though. I hope it works for you. But in the situation where it's inevitable, where nothing works, where safety is concerned, and the only best option is to make that tough decision to leave, if it's necessary, I say go for it. I don't judge. But on behalf of the kids, I hope you remember to be nice to them. because it's your decision. It's your life you live in. They happen to suffer for it now. Remember to be objective. Remember to be able to put the kids aside from whatever else is going on. Know that they are individuals, even though they are your children. Whether you give back to the naturally adopted doesn't matter. Once they are your children, they are your children. They are individuals. No, treat them as such. Like they have feelings. They may have opinions. They may have questions. Answer them. Answer them honestly. Because they are little does not mean they don't know. They may shock you how much they know or how much they can comprehend if they are treated, if they are listened to with respect. You'll be surprised. I'm telling you. When my kids were little and we were going through that phase of our lives, I spoke to them like I'm speaking to a person because they are persons. Even though they were like 4 and 7 at that time, I had a conversation with them. Like, listen, Dad and I are not getting along, but you can love him as much as you want to. The only difference between that is happening now is like mom and dad are not under the same roof. But dad can come for you anytime he wants to, besides even what the court says. As long as you guys are done with your schoolwork, if he wants to come and get you, he can come get you. You know, you have to have a conversation so they know they are heard. Their feelings are heard. That their feelings of sadness of this situation is normal. Do not just discard it like you guys are kids, you don't know what is happening. They may not know what is happening, but your decision is affecting them mentally. It's affecting their growth. It affects affecting their perception of life, of what love is. You think it's not affecting? It's affecting them as well. So remember that. Like you can make your decision to be or not be, but you have to take into consideration how it's impacting these little people. I think it's even worse when they're like entering teenage years or teenagers, you know, because you have all these hormones going and friendship builds or expectations, unrealistic, either realistic or unrealistic expectation. They may have someone for themselves. So during those moments, I feel like it's even more needed that you pay special attention in what you're doing. Because there are people, you know, because little kids, they are little. They have their dolls, they watch their Disney shows, whatever. They can cope a little bit better if you can talk to them. They can understand it better. Oh, I'm going to dad's house. I think that's how I make it. Oh, we're going to dad's house and stuff. I made it easy. I'm like, you can call your dad anytime you want. Dad can call you anytime he wants. You guys are done with your homework, he can pick you up anytime. Even though my heart was broken. But I know that's what is needed for them. So remember to not be so consumed about how to get the other person, how to make your point known, how to make your pain be felt by the other person in disregarding the impact it's having on the children. So that's their father or that's their mother. You know what I mean? That's their parents too that you're bringing down like that. So remember that, please, on behalf of the children. If you're going through a tough situation like a breakup, please remember also that whatever you're saying or you're doing affects the children. Because that's their father or that's their mother. And pay special attention if the breakup is happening during, especially during the children's teenage years. Don't leave them in isolation. Don't ignore them because you're so consumed with what you're going on. Remember to take a deep breath and pay attention to them as well, because they too are going through a breakup. They too are going through a divorce. Do you know that? They are going through it too. I hope you take that into consideration. If you had to leave somebody, it's your choice. No one can tell you, at least I can tell you what to do. But when kids are involved, they remember that they too are going through the breakup. They too are going through the divorce. Try to find out, how are you doing? How are you feeling about what is happening? You'll be surprised what they will tell you. I tell you, you'll be surprised. Because you gave birth to them, or because they are your children, whether it's natural or otherwise, they are your children, does not mean they don't have opinion about what is going on. When you try to find out how they are feeling, when you involve them in this breakup, they cope better. Because once people feel valued, they are more relaxed. Allow them to cry. Allow them to miss the loss. Allow them to have a relationship with the other person. Except if safety is concerned, I don't know what the situation is. But take their feelings into consideration. You'll be surprised how fast they will heal, and how their healing will help you heal and see the world a little bit better. I'm telling you. So anyway, on behalf of kids, and as somebody that have gone through divorce myself, and how I handle it, and how it came out much better, I try not to bring their father down, because that's their father. You know what I mean? That's their parent too. So don't tarnish their parents' character like that. If you're not careful, once they become adults, they're gonna hate you. They will hate you. And whatever you're saying, make sure it's the truth. Don't make it up because it will cover you, because it sounds good. Because the truth always comes out. Tell them what you need to tell them, and tell them the truth. If you messed up, tell them, I think I shouldn't have done that, but I did. Let them know the true picture. Because they will know eventually anyway. And don't bring the other party down just to make yourself feel better. Don't ignore their feelings. They have feelings. They are going through the divorce or the breakup as well. So take all of that into consideration. Don't have to tear each other down. So anyway, my main focus is the children. That you remember that as you're going through a breakup, if children are involved, they too are going through the breakup. Just like family will go through the divorce with you or the breakup with you. It's a lot. It's not just you. So remember that other people are experiencing some kind of a loss as well. And don't ignore their feelings. And for the kids, don't use them as a weapon against the other person. Because it's going to come back to you. It's going to come and bite you. Don't ignore their feelings. Know that they too are suffering. Help each other out. Okay? Anyway, that's my thoughts for this morning. That you consider all that are involved, especially the kids. Don't use them as a weapon against the other person, even in those tough situations. Okay? All right. Anyway, I hope you find the strength to do the right thing, even in difficult situations. Okay? Well, you have a nice day today, and I'll see you. Well, I'll talk to you again. Okay? All right, bye. Have a nice day. Bye bye.